Will Charlie Woods play for a living at some point? Will he ever be as good as his father? Fans had been wondering about these things since he showed off his skills at the PNC Championship, which was not an official Tour Champions event. And the recent thing Tiger Woods said about his son can be seen as the answer to all these worries. The father-son event will be held at the Grand Lakes course in Orlando. This will be the third time that both Woods will be there. Tiger Woods makes tough golf confession about son Charlie, which gets fans talking. Tiger Woods' son, Charlie, has now hit a longer drive than his dad. The 15-time major winner made the shocking statement at Capital One's The Match, where he and Rory McIlroy played against Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth in a 12-hole match under the lights. During the competition, each player had a microphone, and the commentators asked the 46-year-old if his teenage son, a promising golfer, could hit the ball farther than he could. He reluctantly admitted that his son could hit the ball farther than he could. "I hate to say it, but he finally did it," Woods said. "A few weeks ago, I spun one and he tomahawked one and got me." Fans reacted to the news in a variety of ways. One user said that it didn't look good for the rest of the American's long and successful career. "If Charlie is driving the ball farther than Tiger, I'm not hopeful that Tiger will win again on the PGA Tour," their tweet said. In 2019, Woods won the Zozo Championship in Tokyo, which was his last PGA Tour title. He only needs one more trophy to break Sam Snead's record of 82 titles as the player with the most PGA Tour titles of all time. The comments keep coming in, and this excited fan hopes that Charlie will do as well on the PGA Tour as his father did. "I'm telling you, bro, Tiger has been training his son to dominate the PGA Tour, so get ready," they wrote. Some other fans were also impressed by what the kid did. One fan said, "Yeah, Charlie is the second coming," and another just said, "the chosen one." Next week, Woods and his 13-year-old son will tee it up alongside one another at this year's PNC Championship. This is the third time that the golfing legend and his talented son will take part in the event. The whole sports world will watch to see the pair. Every time Charlie steps up to the tee, the buzz around him keeps growing, and many hope that he will have a very successful golfing career like his dad. But as more and more people pay attention to him, Woods said that it was his job to protect and care for his son as much as possible, especially with all the extra media attention. "I told Charlie long ago, and this is something my dad taught me about life. I told him this a long time ago, and I'll tell him again," Woods said earlier this week on an episode of Bridgestone's Another Golf podcast. "I told him, son, you're not going to be my friend. I will always be kind to others. I'll always be your dad, though. As your dad, it's my job to always give you advice, motivation, and environment you need to learn, grow, and do well. It's also my job to be a sounding board and help you make the best decisions in life, even when I'm not there. That's what I do." PNC Championship, everything you need to know as Tiger and Charlie headline. The 2022 PNC Championship on the PGA Tour will be led by Tiger Woods and his son Charlie Woods. Last year, the two of them put on a memorable Sunday show by shooting a 59 while wearing Woods' famous red and black outfit. It wasn't enough though, because John Daly and his son, John Daly II, won in the end. This video will give you all the information you need about the 2022 PNC Championship. Where's the PNC Championship being played? The Ritz-Carlton Golf Club in Florida. When do they play the PNC Championship? From 15 to 18 December. How does it look? Scramble play will be used for the 36 holes of the 2022 PNC Championship. How do they choose the people who will play in the PNC Championship? Major winners and people who have won the Players at TPC Sawgrass can enter. The pro chooses a family member as their partner. What is the number of teams? 20. Is there money as a prize? Yes, the prize money for the 2022 PNC Championship is $1,085,000. The professional will get a $200,000 check and the Willie Park Trophy. Is there a first-timer? Yes, Jordan Spieth will show up for the first time with his father, Sean. When Tiger Woods said that he had plantar fasciitis in his right foot, it made it less likely that he would play. It made him have to drop out of the PGA Tour's Hero World Challenge a few weeks before the PNC Championship. Woods said that he still wanted to play in the match and the PNC Championship, which he can do now that he can use a golf cart. Tiger and Rory McIlroy did play in the match, but Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth beat them. Tom Watson, a famous golfer, and his son Michael Watson were also in the field, but the 73-year-old had an accident while go-karting and is now getting better. Next, Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy trolled by Spieth and Thomas after the match defeat. Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy are two of the most famous golfers in the world. Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas made fun of them after beating them in the latest episode of The Match. In a one-sided match at Florida's Pelican Golf Club, close friends McIlroy and Woods were no match for U.S. Ryder Cup stars Spieth and Thomas. The match took place under the lights. The American team won by a score of 3-2 on the 10th hole of the made-for-TV exhibition. They had 7 birdies, while Woods and McIlroy only had 1. won. Spieth and Thomas, who have won 5 major titles between them, were the best team in a charity match that raised a lot of money for Hurricane Ian relief. Woods was playing in front of the cameras for the first time since he didn't make the cut at the 150th Open at St. Andrews in July. He had just pulled out of the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas last week, so this was his first time playing in front of the cameras since then. But it was no surprise that the 15-time major winner was not in top form, and Spieth and Thomas easily won. When they finally got a hole back on the 7th, world number 1 McIlroy and world number 2 Woods joked about Thomas missing a putt. After McIlroy made a good putt of his own, the stars with microphones made fun of Thomas for missing his putt. Woods said, "Good speed," which was a joke. "Good line too," McIlroy added. But it didn't take long for Spieth and Thomas to get the last word after a fun match. A birdie on the 10th hole and a par on the last 2 holes gave Spieth and Thomas the win. "Tiger and Rory, what happened?" they joked on Twitter. "How can you lose against us?" "It's okay, everyone does it." Spieth and Thomas liked making fun of Woods and McIlroy, but the competition was played in a good-natured way and was meant to attract new golf fans and raise money for hurricane relief. Woods was happy to take part in the match for the 3rd time, which was the 7th time the show had been on. "We were able to do something under the lights that never before happened in our sport, to be able to grow it in a different way," he said. Next weekend, Woods and his 13-year-old son Charlie will play in the 36-hole Scramble tournament at the PNC Championship in Orlando. This is a quick way for Woods to get back into the game. In other news, Tiger Woods told he missed golden opportunity to retire after the Open at St. Andrews. Colin Montgomery thinks that Tiger's emotional walk down the 18th hole at the 150th Open in St. Andrews was the golden opportunity for him to end his career. The 15-time major winner was in a car accident last year, but he came back to play in the Masters, PGA Championship, and the Open this year. Woods has won the Open 3 times, and this year, when he missed the cut and walked over the famous Swilcan Bridge on the old course for what could be the last time, he was very upset. Woods has accepted that he can no longer play golf full-time because of the leg injuries he got in the terrible crash. Montgomery, who is known for his great performances in the Ryder Cup, thinks that was the best time for Tiger to stop playing at the highest level. When Montgomery was on the Bunkered podcast, he said, "That was the time. Stand on that bridge and start waving, and everyone will say, 'So, is that it?' It is, yes. It would have been a great way to end your life." People were packed to the stands. TV cameras from all over the world were on him, and he was walking up there by himself with tears in his eyes. You can't beat that walk. I've done it myself. Where the stands are full, that walk is hard to beat. I'll tell you, that is one very special place. It's a playhouse. That's when Tiger said, "Okay, I'm giving up." Tiger was upset because the old course is only used once every 5 years, and he had won 2 of his 3 titles on the famous course. Because Woods kept getting hurt, it's likely that it won't be used again before he retires. After saying goodbye to the famous course, Woods said, "I don't know if I will be physically able to play by then. So to me, it felt like this might have been my last British Open here at St. Andrews." Last month, Woods hinted at retirement again when he pulled out of the Hero World Challenge because of a foot injury. However, he still plans to play golf part-time until 2023. But Montgomery thinks that the level of the players on the PGA Tour might make it hard for the 15-time major winner to win PGA Tour events. Unfortunately, guys, that's all the time we had for today. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Till next time, cheers!